Welcome to Come to Mama, where we're nurturing souls. Ooh, it's late, but I wanted to come on here and talk about a few things. Today is January 30th, 2022, and for today's date, the path is the Fool. I know the grammar is not the greatest on my computer, but it's all we got. Fool represents fresh hope, take chances, new paths, and adventures and beginnings. So let's talk about that. As January comes to a close, but it's still fairly the beginning of the new year, that leaves us with the fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. That's what we're all looking for the year. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards around this path, this card here, and I'm going to pull major arcana cards to give me an idea. Excuse my jammies. So, what we need to do, Spirit, as far as this full card representing today, January 30th, 2022, could you provide us with more information on how we need to move forward? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the Hermit, going within, asking for help from the spirit guides, your spirit realms, your ancestors. Um, for those who need help with, these new paths and adventures and new beginnings. The Hermit is going within for clarity, a quest for personal truth, spiritual illumination, right? Let's go with card number 2, the World. The World represents competing, a goal or lesson, immigration, travel, competition. So with this fresh hope, this to take chances on new paths and adventures and new beginnings, we're going to be competing. We have to set goals. We have to, um, learn from our lessons, and that's something I'm going to talk about after this because that's been coming a lot, learning lessons. And so with the World, you know, um, completing a goal or a lesson. We want to move forward. We want to be able to have fresh hope and new paths, and we have to um, go within from as far as the Hermit card goes, and ask for help. And make sure that we are learning the lessons that we have, from our past situations, so that we can move forward fresh. And how do we do that? Well, I'm going to pull number 3, the Sun. The Sun represents material happiness, a joyous outcome, success. I think this also represents, how we talk to ourselves. I think it represents, you know, the material world that we live in, how we look at things as we're moving forward, because if we're looking at things negatively, if we're bringing our old baggage in with the new, it's not going to work. But the Sun illuminates things, lights the path forward for us, and so that we can gain material happiness and joy, and have a joyous outcome of success from, you know, the chances that we take in the new paths and adventures that we have, right? Okay, so here goes another. This is going to be card number 4. Hmm, the hangman popped out. I didn't have to pull it. So, the hangman, it represents wisdom, self sacrifice, get a different perspective. So, that's where maybe you might want to do some tarot readings or get some type of counseling. Not like counseling necessarily. I mean, if you need it for your life because you just don't know how to move forward, how to start new, or how to let go of anything that you need to let go of so that you can move forward. Um, with the hanged man, the wisdom and self sacrifice, um, get a different perspective using your wisdom, basically what you've learned from your lessons, if you have learned from them. Use the wisdom that you gained from those lessons. It's very important. um, Even if you feel you don't, then you need to ask for help from, your spirit guides, your ancestors, or whomever you pray to, or counsel whoever counsels you, whether it be a family member or you go somewhere where, like I said, a tarot reader, a shaman, um, wherever you go, a priest, whatever it is, to get some help. And the last one, number 5. One more. Oh, oh goodness. A couple of them came out. And with that, it's saying 2 cards came out, so I'm going to take them both, but I'm going to put them together. Justice came out and the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, the wisdom of self-sacrifice and and having a different perspective, also meaning, like I said earlier when we were talking about the sun, and you know, about how you talk to yourself. You have to talk to yourself with love. You need to talk to yourself. You need to talk to yourself with love, especially if things have been very negative and you're pessimistic or the type of person that usually is down on yourself. Um, Believe me, we all have little ways of doing it. We do it in ways like just as simple as when we see people and they're like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And you start off, "Oh, life could be better. The job is horrible. Oh man, my health is taking a turn for the worse. Oh, me and so ain't doing too well. My badass kids getting on my, it's in a sense where see the good in things. Like, at least I got a job, and I'm working on my health, and you know, me and my situation with my wife, is a little touch and go, but I have faith that whatever's going to happen, everything is working in my favor. That's basically it. So when you tend to get down and out about things, or you can't foresee things that are coming, or you're afraid, or you need counseling, seek help. Also, ask for, that's what the hermit represents. And that was the very first card that came out, was go within for clarity, a quest for personal truth, spiritual illumination. Going within, spiritual illumination, prayers, affirmations, seeking help from within, trusting your intuition, talking to yourself with love, and handling yourself with love and care. Okay. So with the Justice card, these 2 cards that popped out, the Justice card represents, and I'm sorry, cause and effect, win-win solutions, the truth comes out, and the Wheel of Fortune is good fortune, a turning point, luck, and gambling. So, with the Justice card, cause and effect, karma, um, a win-win situation. The truth comes out, um, and then the Wheel of Fortune coming out together for good fortunes and the points, turning point, luck, and gambling. I'm thinking that that has a lot to do um, with the new beginnings and our new paths. We must understand that um, when we go through these situations in our lives that are not easily for us, but they're lessons. And so we must understand that all lessons are good and they're here to teach us something when we learn the lessons. And when we learn the lessons, it's not up to us at that point to go back and try to hurt another person or make them understand what they've done, because in all actuality, what they've done to you is their lesson, and the karma that they're going to receive um, from how they're treating people or behaving is going to be their lesson. And so the simple fact of that the situation ended and they were no longer able to inflict certain things upon you or you upon them, and you didn't walk away trying to be vengeful and do things to that other person to pay them back. You walked away wholeheartedly understanding the lesson and that you needed to move on for your growth. Then when the Wheel of Fortune comes along, it's going to be good fortune and a turning point, right, for you, a great turning point for you. You will be able to move on with um, fresh hope, take chances, go on your new paths and adventures and beginnings. So, with that, um, I just want to say, this is something very important that the lessons that we need to learn. It's not for us to pay other people back. It is for us to learn the lesson and then move on to the next lesson, start our new beginnings. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull the Psychic Tarot. Okay. Third eye chakra, spiritual union. I'm going to also pour from the Illuminated Tarot. I'm just going to pull one off the top. And this is going to be the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords represents new ideas, new conflicts, surgery, mental clarity. So, with the third eye chakra, okay, our third eye, I would like to read what the book says, but again, with the assistance of the third eye chakra and the Ace of Swords, I think that we're seeking mental clarity. in our lives right now, or it's important to seek mental clarity, um, maybe by meditating. Um, but just know that, you know, with the full, fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, and adventures and beginnings, you know, this is a chance for a new beginning. And, you know, third eye opening. Let's look up what the third eye is. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. Third eye. Key facts. Indigo, the sound om. The element is of light. The gland is pituitary. And the key word is I see. This is the most often talked about of all the chakras, and clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition, and higher levels of consciousness, and all associated with this energy center, found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose. It works closely with the throat and crown chakras and will assist you with your psychic, intuitive inner guidance. To balance the third eye chakra, recommend that you I recommend that you practice walking meditations, breath work, yoga, tai chi, visualizations, and color therapy. Don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development, as it's important to remember that you should they should all be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. That's very true. So, Ace of Swords, new ideas, new conflict, mental clarity, utilizing and trying to open your third eye chakra, leave the past in the past, and move forward with fresh hope. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for any compliments. And I will see you again.